I'm sorry, Josh. Ruth is coming in. What did you ask?
I'm just saying, did everybody that is here get a chance to look at the August meeting minutes that were sent in that email?
I did.
Okay, you did. Zoltan, you saw those, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Clara, did you happen to see those by any chance? You're on mute, by the way. Just to let you know, Clara, your microphone is on mute. I feel like I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you.
Hi. Okay,
Hello.
sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah, I did not get to go to all of it, but it's good.
Okay. Ruth, did you get a chance to observe that by any chance?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have anybody willing to motion to approve the August minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, thank you. Any seconds?
I'll second.
I second.
Go ahead. Sultan,
Denise,
you second. Since
Zoltan second.
I'm the secretary, so you're good. Sultan.
That makes sense. All right. Okay, so we talked about the meeting time change that was proposed. And Denise, did we say Mondays?
Yep, I'm just about to put it into the chat. We're going to change starting next month. Here we go. Next meeting, Monday, October 13th at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, fantastic.
And
So
that
yes.
is without any contact from Sal
Yeah.
or Josh Best. I just want to make sure we know that's.
I just want to observe here. It's Columbus Day on the 13th.
Oh, that's a very good point. Thank you for
that is a very good point.
Clara. So what do you want to do, Josh? The city is closed. So
the city is closed.
Yeah, so we couldn't expect Erin and Sal to attend, and probably, well, Josh Best does not work for the city of New Brunswick, so he probably could because he'll be off from work that day.
Right. I mean, I'm okay with keeping it on the 13th. I think that at least one of those people that was named is most likely, won't be able to attend. I have a small feeling.
Do you want to try to keep it at the Tuesday for next month, the 14th? Again?
I'm not against it. I just think that the Monday did seem to be better for a couple people. I think we may get more attendance actually with shifting it to the Monday than the Tuesday, even though it's a holiday, since it's not generally a holiday that people actually celebrate.
Okay.
It's more of like a day off from work holiday, and people don't. I think it's Indigenous Peoples Day now as well.
Yes, I think you're right about that.
I don't think that
Clara,
is
how do you feel
anymore.
about that? You pointed it out.
Yeah, sure. I don't have a problem. I just wanted to point it out. It's okay.
All right. So, Josh, why don't you call for a vote on that of attendees that are here this way?
Okay. All right. So we'll just go with majority. There's 5 of us, so it's an odd number. Yeah, I'd like to call for a vote to see who's okay with doing the meeting on the 13th, Monday, which is Indigenous Peoples Day. Do I have a yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So 1,
Yes,
2,
Yes.
3. I'll also say yes. Ruth, did you want to vote either way?
Yes.
I'm good. Yeah, yes.
Okay, so all 5 for 5. So yeah, so approved on 9/9. All right, so we'll definitely from now on we'll have those second Mondays at 6:30. I'll let Josh Best know personally. I think he'll be excited. So I'll let him know. Okay. So we've gotten to that meeting time date. So the next bit on the agenda was talking about community gardens. We had been postponing that. I wanted to ask Zoltan if maybe he would be willing to reach out to Aaron and some of the other community garden coordinators that we've mentioned in the past, and just to see if you could compile a small list. You think that is something that you might be able
so
to handle?
I was already checking the near one of the community garden close to Cook, for example, Cook campus. So yes, I could work with her.
Okay. Yeah, that would be excellent. If you need any support from my end or anybody else, I'm sure you just let us know.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe by next meeting we can have like just a small list to start looking at and try to see what we'd like to do with that. It's always better. I mean, I know the season is almost over this year, but I'd rather get started on that this year and then, obviously when it's too late in the spring. So,
Right.
and it'll
Yeah,
already
it's
be
better to do
October, so.
planning now, I think.
Well,
I
yeah, there's
agree.
certain stuff you can plant now, like garlic, right? In October, you'll be able to plant it then. So,
First week of October,
Mhm.
garlic.
yep,
You could still plant radish for the fall and
right.
arugula and things like that. So
Yeah. So definitely help us get in the garden direction, which we may have been lacking
Right.
this year.
Well, I just put in some sweet potatoes. It's a bit late, but we'll see
it
what
is, but
happens.
you see, you
Really?
might be
When would you
lucky.
harvest them if you just put them in?
Yeah. Hopefully by Thanksgiving. Or
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I actually
Well, you
put some
need to
in
cover
June,
it
so
because the first frost date is about October 20th here, and
Mhm.
then it's warming up a little bit typically. So if you cover it for those few days,
Mhm.
might survive. And all kind of cabbages. 2 weeks ago, I put the cabbages, broccolis out,
mhm.
Savoy cabbage, Brussels sprout, things like that. So they still grow.
Yeah, I can confirm they're still growing. I just got eyes on those.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that, Zoltan. I appreciate that. This isn't on the agenda, but I just wanted to see if anybody had any qualms with keeping a lot of the again, this is a private tool for us, not a public tool for the city, but just keeping this stuff organized in the Google Sheet. I don't mind sending out like obviously copy and pasted versions to people's emails, but I just wanted to see if anybody had any other ideas or any qualms with the current way that we process the back end.
I'm fine with it. I use Google Sheets.
And just send me the email, please. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
No, I can definitely I'll always be copying it in the email as
Mhm.
well for the minutes, so you'll always
Yeah.
get it via email as well.
Mhm.
That's just
Thank
so we
you.
can record it. It makes it easier for the people that
Mhm.
for the secretary part.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, fantastic then. Thank you so much. The last thing I wanted to mention before we get to the public comments and maybe if anybody else had anything very specific to add is about projects. So I talked about, we just talked with Zoltan about potentially looking into at least a more from a communication standpoint, organizing community gardens. I wanted to see if anybody had any idea on projects that we could potentially do next year as a commission that you think that maybe a couple of us could handle. I know we talked about tree naming, but that is pretty intense endeavor, which maybe only one or two of us were really qualified to partake in. Did anybody else have anything specific they thought would be a good idea?
The only other thing that we talked about at one point that I think is worth kind of bringing back up is the idea of encouraging through education, educational information on the city's website about residents putting in pollinator gardens and kind of like best practices for using native plants and things that are supportive of enhancing the city's green spaces um, and our support for environmental, sustainability things. Um, we did talk about that at the Environmental Commission as well. It might be a joint project we could do, but it's really basically putting up educational information, maybe kind of I don't know, a summary of what types of native plants might work well, maybe do something that has graphics for different sizes. If you're going to be updating, consider this. That would be the only thing. I think part of our role for community education is an important one. and it's really not done by any other entity that I'm aware of specifically for New Brunswick.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a great idea to maybe put together a pollinator garden to like some type of digital information packet or something of that sort. Maybe like I know there was a who was it that attended this meeting that actually they kind of had a presentation already about pollinator gardens and like the stuff you would need to set one up at your business. They worked with Witch, I believed.
Oh, it was Councilwoman Sikora, Suzanne Sikora.
Oh, yes, yes.
She spearheaded that, and I don't know where that project ended up.
Mhm.
I drove past there the other day and noted that they hadn't done it yet. So I have no problem circling back with her to see if they
Okay.
put that on hold. And I can bring that back to the next meeting. But that's a good example of like if we had and Zoltan, maybe you can think of a place where there is a nice garden, like just a small residential garden that we might be able to suggest to people. Like here's an example of what you could do. Do we encourage potted plants? Do we encourage raised beds? Like, or how to do it in different types of plots?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. The problem is that the garden I'm working a lot on is in Piscataway, so it's not in New Brunswick.
It's not in New Brunswick, right? Right. I remember that.
The Cook, I checked one of the Cook Douglas campus. It has raised beds. I have a couple of photos I could circulate it. It's kind of interesting, to
Okay.
look at it.
And
it's not too far. Yeah.
I was just gonna say I could pay attention too. I know I have walked or run past somewhere in New Brunswick down a side street, and someone has.
Ruth, I'm having trouble hearing you. Could you speak up just a little?
Oh yeah, sorry. Is this better?
Try it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I said I can try to pay better attention too. I know when I've gone walking or running recently, I've gone down a side street somewhere in New Brunswick, and someone had a whole bunch of cosmos and some other, pollinator-friendly plants. And our community gardens are a little wild this year, but there's definitely some stuff in there. I can try to take some pictures too if we want to.
Which one is that?
And it's the Pine Street Recreation Park.
Oh, that's it. That's what I was talking about. Yes,
Yeah.
the Pine Street. Yes.
And that's in a city park?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know, I think Middlesex County recently had, I don't know, I'm not clear on the details, but they had a giveaway, or maybe it's still coming up. No, I think it was the same week as the Folk Festival that they were giving out. Or no, you could go purchase native plants like to buy for your garden. But I guess that's all kind of information that could be shared more widely.
Right. And I think Erin has some, not only resources for this, but she might even have a small budget that we could tap into for materials. I know she did the rain garden. She did a rain garden workshop that was part of one of our MS4. It's a certification program that we're required to do. And she did that as part of that qualification or certification. So she's a good resource for us to talk to about materials that and piggybacking on what other people might be doing. Josh, does that work for you?
I'm so sorry. I did not realize I was muted. That's hilarious. I've been talking for like 60 seconds already. That definitely works for me. And I wanted to bring up another project possibility as well, which is more in Erin's ballpark, but would be another seed swap.
Okay.
I think that could be good.
Yeah,
Zoltan
yeah,
has
yeah,
a large
yeah,
amount of
yeah.
seats too, so I think
Yes.
this could be quite the tag team between the two of them. Zoltan's actually stolen all of my seats, so unfortunately I won't
Oh,
have that many.
please. I support you with the fanciest seed stock internationally, and I give you the seed links, not the seeds.
That's true.
Next year I will charge you. Okay.
Did we have one? You said another seed swap.
I don't know if it was officially affiliated, but I'm very confident that Aaron has hosted a number of seed swaps in the past couple of years.
So maybe one of the things we should be doing is asking Erin if she could share with us what her plans are. I
Yeah.
think the city's budget year started July 1. So we're into the end of the first quarter, but I'm sure she has her calendar of things, and we should ask her to share it and where we might be able to support her or promote or participate, help, volunteer. And she does a great job with her events. I've attended a few of the events that she's coordinated.
I will reach
Right.
out to Aaron personally.
Yeah, thank you. I support that too because I know she mentioned she was planning on doing the composting and rain barrel workshop again in the fall. And I went to the one in the spring. It was really good, but I think most everybody else there wasn't a New Brunswick resident.
Everybody was not a New Brunswick resident?
Yeah,
Is that what you
correct.
said?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Very interesting.
Do you know if it was like Somerset, like neighboring communities
Yeah,
or
neighboring communities.
students?
No, neighboring
Neighboring, okay.
Mhm.
I want to make just a side note to everyone. I'm welcoming Jasmine, who looks like it's a member of the public. When we get to public comments, Jasmine can share with us her interest. And Frank Santos put a comment, which I very much appreciate, in the chat, that he is representing New Brunswick today and was going to mute himself. So at a recent meeting we had, he attended, we didn't know who it was until the meeting was over. So we're probably being broadcast for anyone that wants, that likes to know this. We're probably on live being broadcast right now. So just be aware.
Even better, everybody can see our hard work.
Correct.
Okay, excellent. All right, so I think that yes, everybody's correct. We definitely have to reach out to Erin. I'll definitely reach out to her personally. I can manage that. I hope we're good enough friends that she'll answer me. No, just kidding. I think she will. Let's see what else I was thinking potentially. And I don't know. I know that we were talking about whether park, reviews and whatnot would be either happening every 3 or every 2 years. And I wanted to see if we'd settled on if we wanted to do it next year or wait one more year. Did anybody have any thoughts on that? I know at least 4 of us participated in the last one last year.
I think that, and Clara, you were around, so maybe you can also weigh in on this. I think we were doing it every 2 years. If I remember correctly, it was 2016, 2018. I don't know what we did during COVID. We may have gone on pause. And then we did it in 22 and 24, I think. So it seems like it should be every 2 years. In our situation, there's a lot of work being done in the parks. So it might be a great way to summarize how doing those things and writing these reports, speaking with the mayor about them, and kind of pushing that agenda has been really helpful to the city in keeping that at the top of the agenda and making progress.
Yeah, I think that should be great.
What's not, Josh?
If someone wouldn't mind, because I'm new, just giving a very brief outline of what that involves.
You're just wondering what the actual park review is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we get a list of all the parks within the bounds of New Brunswick, the city, and we split it up as a group. We each take 2 or 3 parks, and we'll go. And there's actually a form that Charles, the previous chair, was nice enough to put together, and we'll actually review. And we'll score different things about the park. We'll write notes about all of the parks in New Brunswick, and that will get compiled into a report that will be sent to the mayor's office. And if we are lucky, the mayor will grace us, and we'll be able to actually discuss with him in person in a private meeting. And he actually takes our feedback seriously. So it's a great opportunity for us to relay comments from the community, comments from each other, and try to directly improve the quality of the parks for the residents of New Brunswick.
Great.
We used, Ruth, to add to what Josh said, we used the report from the Trust for Public Land, which was commissioned by the city, and they did like a strategic plan. I forget what year that was. It might have been like 2010 or 2012. It's available on the website. And it was a really great plan. They did a really good job. And in that report, there was a checklist to kind of a quick review, quick assessment. And we used that with a few minor changes that Charles made. And so it ties back to the strategic plan, and it influences what we are telling the strategic planning department about prioritization and needs. And we organize them by like the highest need and the middle and the lowest need. One of the things that came out of that process was a recommendation for upgraded playground equipment in all of the parks that had playgrounds for younger children. And we actually had community development block grant funds repurposed or purposed for that. The city did. And I believe those are starting to go in. I think they were ordered and starting to go in. Glenn Candia, who's not with us tonight, actually called me to say, hey, do you know what's going on? And that was the only thing I could think of that was going on. He saw construction stuff happening at that park. So maybe next month he can tell us which park it was. And I forget at the moment. And maybe we can, plan a site visit there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Got to unmute myself. Just so I have a timeline, usually we want to do these reviews when the weather is nice, by the way. Something I almost forgot to mention. So I don't think we would technically probably start them until, what do you guys think, April? I mean, we'll definitely get it ready to go in maybe February. But does April start for actually reviewing them sound good tentatively? A lot of rain, I guess, in April.
I think that's good.
Okay, so I will reach out to Charles to get the old form, the back end at least, for filling this out. I might make a few modifications to make all of our lives just a tiny bit easier with the review process.
Yeah, we don't need to check ice rinks, for every places.
Right, exactly.
And there's only one boat launching area in New Brunswick, so.
Right, like I might try to make a unique form for each park, if that makes sense, based on last year's data.
Maybe that makes sense.
That way, when you
Yes,
select
yes.
a park, it's much easier for you to fill it
Yes.
out, and you don't have to guess, hey,
Yes,
why is there no
yes.
boat launch in Buckaloop Park? You won't have to look around for a bit. So, but other than that, yeah, mostly the same. So I will have that prepared. We can talk more again, obviously, in January. I'll try to have that prepared by February, and then we can maybe attempt to start reviewing. I think April would be great. I'll write this in the notes as well. That's pretty much all I had.
I wanted to share, and I'm looking for it right now. There was a post on social media about the progress being made at the Nielsen Street Park. And I'm looking for it because the pictures were really great. They were, they were high def photos and from a lot of different angles. And I'm looking for, if you give me a minute, I've been doing it for the last couple of minutes. It was in a Facebook group, a New Brunswick Facebook group. Just give me one moment. If not, I can send a link out to everyone. But it looks like we're getting to the point where there's probably going to be a ribbon cutting sometime in the next, before winter. It looks like it'll be a fall unveiling. Has anyone seen it?
Not yet.
Yes, I've seen the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
progress. It looks good.
Yeah, I drive by the park. It's really, really improvement for the city and the people around there, the people who live there and work.
Great. Yeah, I thought it looked, I went down a couple of times, but it wasn't as far along as it is right. Like it really looks like it's almost completely ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get down there to see it and we'll be attending the ribbon cutting. I can't find it. I thought I opened it up so that I would be able to quickly get to it. And
Well,
unless
if you
they
do
move
find it, let me know. Or
Yeah.
email all of us if you are
I'll send
able
it
to.
out.
Because I'll send the
Right.
meeting minutes for tonight to everybody right after this, and then maybe you could reply to us whenever you get the
Okay.
opportunity. I think that
Okay.
Could I
yes,
bring up
Ruth?
something?
Of
Yeah.
course.
While we're talking about parks, I know I apologize for like harping on
No problem.
this one, but I forget what we all decided or didn't decide. Baker Park, which is my local park,
Hmm.
it still looks like a dump. And I know we got the grant for that one a couple of years ago. And yeah, I'm just wondering, since neither Sal nor Aaron are here, like what's our best way of knowing what's going on with Baker Park?
That's going to have to be another reach out to Sal for the update on that. Or maybe we could ask Erin to check with internally, maybe with the business administrators department. So let's, Josh, between you and I, we should reach out either to Erin or to Brandon to ask about that. I think Brandon is the point person on this commission from the city's offices.
I am actually already going to reach out to Erin, so I will reach out about that as well.
Ask her. Okay. Terrific.
Okay.
Because at some point they started work, like they did some demolition, and so they ripped up the court. But it's, from my perspective, it's a bit of a safety concern too, because there's still, blocks of concrete and poles that have come down, and now they're grown over, and it's not fenced or anything. So that area, when they started work on it, I assumed that they were going to keep working on it. But
Right.
It's been that way for about a year.
Yep, I am taking notes on this, and I will definitely reach out about
And that's
that as
Baker
well.
you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
Baker. And I did report it to the city, but I haven't heard anything.
Right.
Like just as a member of the public,
Okay. Oh, I found the post, so I can share if we're interested in that. Do you want to take a minute, Josh, for me to share?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think everybody will be really happy to see. Let me just go to share screen. Let me go to, I always get confused with these, like window, entire screen. Let's do this window. I think that's it. Which window is it now? It's Facebook window.
Denise, while you're sharing
Yes.
that, can I bring up one more thing?
Sure.
So just by way of an update and also, reiterating a previous concern, they have started work on Buckaloo Park as well. And I think it's a small, I don't know what you call that, the rotunda, the small pavilion, the one with the lions. That's gated
Yeah.
off. It looks like that work's gonna be starting on that. I think my only concern is, do we know, and I haven't done any research or anything to see if it's publicly available, what the plan is. But, just reiterating the previous concern from last month, is there like a tree preservation element to the upgrade? Because there are a few mature trees in the area that is fenced off. So in the process of, tearing down and rebuilding, are those trees going to be preserved or are they going to be taken down? That's just the concern that I'm raising.
Okay. That's a good point. Are there trees right near there in that area? Because I know there's
Yes, there are. Yeah.
There are. Okay.
Yeah.
I would hope that they're not going to disturb trees because that's a photo shoot area. A lot of people take photos in that pavilion, wedding photos and communions and things like that. That's another question for Sal, and maybe we could ask Erin to be the liaison to him. Josh, I hate to do that. You're adding up your list of items for discussing with Erin.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Sorry, my screen shifted and it made me click a bunch of buttons. Apologize for that. Yes. If you could add that to the minutes, I will have it taken care of as well. I'm already reaching out to Aaron. I don't mind. It's
Okay.
No problem at all.
Okay. So here is the park. This is in a Facebook post from a person named Zach Spuzz, who is a local. He comments a lot in a Facebook group, a couple of New Brunswick Facebook groups. So this is one angle. Takes a minute to load. These look like new trees. Are they new trees, Ruth? Do you know?
Yes, they are.
Even the ones on the street, like the darker green ones?
No, just in the fenced area of new trees.
Okay. So, I mean, this is very, very developed, like it's very far along. I don't know what other like fixtures are supposed to go in, if there will be benches, if there will be any kind of tables. But like the grass is in, and I'm not sure if there's an event that they're trying to complete this by. It backs up to, there's a restaurant, Esquina Latina is behind it. Yeah, so it's something that people could stroll through when they finish dinner, if they're up on George Street, which is still open until October. I believe it's open until October. But what a difference from a parking garage.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Any comments or questions, feedback? I don't see the dog area. There was supposed to be a dog.
Yes, it's closer to the building. Yeah, it's further up from Nielsen Street.
Yeah, it's up on the hill. There's a fenced area.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I don't. Maybe he just didn't get that angle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm on Google Maps now trying to look as well.
Esquina Latina.
Okay.
Just so I
Yeah,
want
but
to
I mean, this
reiterate.
looks like it's. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
No,
Josh.
no, you go ahead. Sorry.
Nope, I'm done.
I think it's up there. But those bricks.
So I just want to see this is where the trees are missing, correct? The other trees? Do I have that correct?
No, I don't think, you mean the ones that Ruth had shared with us a while
Oh, yeah.
ago?
No, that's
They're not near
Lee.
here?
No, they're down on Lee Avenue where the water main.
Lee
the
Avenue.
chestnuts are. Yeah. My only concern, Denise, since you asked comments,
Thank
my
you.
comment is it looks great, and I love that they turned that whole block into an open space. I'm just curious what the plan for maintenance is, because those are a lot of different plants and shrubs that look beautiful now. But I've been sad to see the decay in the Welton Street Park, which also looked lovely when it was first opened. And I think pretty much everything is dead over there.
Where is
And,
that? I'm sorry.
the Welton Street Park. It's
Well,
across
okay.
from the public library, across from Roosevelt School. Yeah.
So even though new things were put in, they didn't necessarily get the care to keep them.
No, they didn't. Yeah.
Is that
And the same with
okay?
Recreation Park
Well,
too.
it could also be. I'm having so much trouble. It might be me because I have an ear infection, so I'm having trouble hearing. Can you
No,
repeat
actually,
that?
if Ruth can speak up or switch her microphone,
Sorry.
see which angle is clear, because you're definitely not coming through really clear all the time. You're going in
Okay.
and out.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, just the Welton Street Park and Recreation Park. Those are the ones that I've noticed that looked really beautiful when they opened. But I think a lot of the plants maybe required that special kind of care, and
Okay,
they didn't
that's good.
do well.
We can certainly talk to Sal and maybe when we meet with the mayor. I know when we met with the mayor the last time, general upkeep and maintenance. So we kind of grouped it by capital improvements and, maintenance and projects and new things that were coming up. So we can certainly add that to our list. Yeah, you're right. It is a lot. This might be a great opportunity for volunteers. I know the city gets, calls from some of the pharmaceutical companies or, businesses nearby asking, do they need help? And Erin usually coordinates cleanups, like even from some of the school, the university clubs will want to come and do volunteer work. Maybe this is something we could explore with Sal and see if that makes sense for like a one-day cleanup. There are several times during the year. 9/11 is one. Obviously, it's too late for that this year. Martin Luther King Day is a big community service project day. Giving Tuesday, it's winter, but there are certain things that we might be able to even do in the winter. So, and you don't even have to do it on Giving Tuesday. You can just plan it and announce it on Giving Tuesday. So maybe we could talk about that as an option. Did Ruth or Clara, did you see whether there's any kind of a structure for storing supplies, like any kind of a shed or built-in storage area?
I did not notice because I did not get out and walk around. I should do that. It's just driving by, but I see the park.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think there is, Denise.
Okay. That was one of the things that we talked about, having a place that you could have rotating recreation activities, like a music, a performance, something for youth, yoga, similar to what they do at the yard. So we should see if we have programming plans for this park and any of the parks after they're renovated. It looks great though. I love it.
Yes, it certainly does. And the aerial, it looks so much bigger than when it was just there, just flat waiting. And it looks as though it's like double the size with the way it's been landscape or etc.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Very, very impressive.
I'd be interested. It looks like it was built with flooding, like stormwater management. And I'm sorry Glenn's not with us because he's really good at those kinds of assessments. But this looks like something that the water is going to run down. I would imagine they planned that out pretty well for both porous surfaces and for rainwater flow. So it'll be interesting to see the next couple of storms, how that goes. Okay, so that's good. Everybody done? I can stop sharing?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. I don't even know where stop share is. Okay. There we go. Oh no, 2 people entered the waiting room. Oh my goodness. I did not see them because I was on the photos. I apologize. Let me see if they're still here. Oh. They're asking to record the meeting locally. I guess I say yes because we already are being broadcast live and being recorded. It's a public meeting. Is that okay with everyone?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I do hate to tell them that we are at
However,
the end, though.
I think
so.
Yeah. It looks like Mikhail? Mikhail, are you joining us? Is there any way that you could take yourself off mute and introduce yourself? Oh, now it's Jasmine.
Organization. I'm just supporting for like being able to write public notes.
Okay, that sounds fine.
Okay. Are you
That's
with
the collab art.
what's the name? What's the organization you're with? Yeah, I think that's what I can't think of it. Not note takers. Something like that. So I hate to say this, but we are at the end of the meeting at this point, and I apologize. I thought we had the meeting set up so that you could enter as long as you had the link. And I apologize that I was sharing my screen, so didn't see your request to come in. There is another entity that's recording the meeting. If you'd like to check with them, I know it will be posted online. And there's a note in our chat that said it's New Brunswick Today. So if you need to take notes to post on your website, you could use their recording.
Yes. So thank you for joining. This is the perfect time because we are entering the public comments section of the meeting. So there now are 3 people that are able to comment. I guess we can start an order of entry.
Recording in progress.
Yes, Frank, did you have anything you'd like to add? I'll give the next 10 seconds, until I go to the next person, maybe. Thank you so much, Frank. Jasmine, would you happen to have anything you'd like to add or ask, I should say?
No, I'm also one of the note takers.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Mikhail, I know that you joined only a few seconds ago and you're really here to take notes, but would you like to add and or ask anything specific before we close the meeting officially?
Nope. Thank you for offering.
Thank you so much for your time as well. And as Denise pointed out, this will be available on YouTube. You might be able to reach out to Frank, but you just Google the meeting on YouTube, it should show up. All right. Well, that brings us, I think, to the end of the meeting. So I believe that, yeah, that's it. I would like to call for the end of the meeting now.
Yeah,
Officially speaking, if you have anything
we
offline you'd
need
like
a
to say.
motion.
Yeah, I'd like to motion to end the meeting now at 6:52 p.m.
I'll second.
Okay.
Okay, I'll second.
The official meeting is now.
Everybody in favor?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
We need a vote.
Thank you. The official
Okay.
meeting is now ended. I wanted to get within that. So we are 6:52. Official meeting is over. I'm going to log off. If anybody has any questions, let me know. I'm going to send out the meeting minutes in the next 10